around on all the predictions about what I'm going to come up with, you know, each and every week. If there's something special that I always say during, you know, the couple days before the Syracuse game. I'm not sure if there is or not. My memory's getting faulty. I will certainly advise everybody to take special time, energy, attention to attuning yourselves to the unique performing environment of the Carrier Dome. It is different. It is, on some levels, kind of weird. Everybody do that. The air feels different. Sound is different. If you have the opportunity, I hope you have the opportunity, go get up in the cheap seats and look down on the whole field and just sort of get comfortable and feel good about playing on this turf the same way you feel good about playing on the turf right out here. You want to have that sense of belonging. You want to be able to look out there on the field and, you know, imagine, okay, our bench is here, and I'm going to take the field here, and I'm going to be performing this, and this is where the scoreboard's going to be, and this is how it's going to look out, and you just sort of get a sense of how you're going to play great kick-ass while you're sitting up there. Tuning into to a new competitive environment is always a really good idea. But that's not what I wanted to talk about today. Okay? I brought some teaching aids because I want to talk about execution. I want to talk about execution. Okay, all of you fellas are aware that your execution is largely driven, you know, by your physical state. All right? Muscle tension, blood flow, yada, yada, yada. All the physical things that make your body do what it does. What you might not be as well aware of is how your physical state is very largely driven by your emotional state. These physical sensations are very much driven by how you feel emotionally. Your emotional state is driven by, hello, all those conscious thoughts you have, all those things that you say to yourself, all those pictures that you put in the theater of your mind. How you think affects how you feel, affects the state your body is in, and that affects your execution on the field. Now, here's what's going to happen to you. Stuff's going to happen. Good stuff, neutral stuff, maybe some bad stuff either. Let's face it, we live in an imperfect world and not everything goes according to plan. Okay, stuff could happen. We clang a shot off a pipe, it takes a really weird ricochet, and it ends up going out of bounds near a Syracuse player who's away from the play and just, you know, sort of out there on the wind picking his ass. But he's closest, they get the ball, bang, we lose the possession. Somebody could slip on a piece of turf on a line, and that gives the guy an alley or just another step, and that creates an uncertain situation. Stuff happens, okay? Stuff happens out there. And you've got to be really careful about your conscious mental response to the bad stuff, okay? Thoughts like, oh, we're in trouble, or, you know, what's wrong with something, something, something? This sucks. Easy to think that way. When you think that way, even just for a few seconds, you create an emotional state of doubt, fear, worry, etc., etc., etc. That affects your body, all right? That tightens you up. Muscle tension, blood flow, reduced, okay? Your vision, your ability to see the field gets smaller when you feel this way because you're thinking this stuff. It doesn't take a genius, you, to see what that does to your execution. And because we tend to be such thinkers, now we start thinking about our execution, it's easy to get trapped in the cycle. All right? That's the bad news, fellas. All right? Good news is that when this stuff happens, you do not have to go here. Okay? You can make a conscious, deliberate decision in your mind to react to the stuff in a different manner. Okay? Something happens. All right? They score a goal. All right? Now it's our turn. All right? We can get hot. Now. Etc., etc., etc. Those thoughts create confidence, create trust. That relaxes your muscles, improves the blood flow, opens your vision. Execution goes up. Everybody tracking? I don't know why they don't teach this in PL 100. Decision grade above my pay grade. All right? That produces a much more constructive cycle. You're either going to be on the red cycle or on the green cycle. One or the other. And you can flip from one to the other really quickly. It's just a matter of which one you're on most of the time. And very importantly, which cycle are you on the instant the ball goes into play? That's the question. That's what everybody's got to make a commitment to, being on the right cycle the instant the ball goes into play. So if you're smart, gentlemen, if you give a crap about yourself as a player and your success as a team, tonight, you're going to be really honest about the stuff. What might happen tomorrow on the field to get this non-productive cycle going for you? What are the situations? What are the circumstances? What are the things that initiate, uh-oh, this isn't good, I'm in trouble, and then just begins to open the door to doubt, fear, worry? You got to be honest about yourself. What gets you there? And then just as honest, if that happens, have in your back pocket the right kind of thoughts, the way you're going to respond. What are you going to say to yourself? What are you going to be thinking about when one of those unfortunate situations take place, so that you can end up here rather than there? This is what being mentally tough is all about. And the mentally toughest team always has best chance to win. Make this statement tomorrow.